y'all doing? DJ, stop the beat. You know, we are upset right now. We are very upset. And I want to know, how do you guys feeling right now about the Shanquella case? I had to put the poll up because I had to know, was I alone in this situation feeling irritated? It's about to be Christmas, and we still have not got justice for Shanquella. Shanquella enemies, Cabo 6, they out here posting, having a good time, preparing for Christmas with their kids and parents and all. You know what I'm saying? And what was this? Shanquella passed, rest in peace, at the end of October. We are going to the end of December, and we have heard nothing. We heard something. We heard Wiggins is out here partying. He got the pow pow. I heard that he's out here. What he do? He deliver food. I don't know if it's Uber Eats or something. He does deliver food. They say Alysse, she's out here, getting her nails done, getting her hair done, working her job, getting that money, and the rest of them. Oh God! Oh shoot! Girl. You're not gonna believe what I heard about Daejhanae. Comment, let us know. As a matter of fact, I'll pull it up. Do y'all want me to pull it up, what I heard about Daejhanae? If you want to know what I heard about Daejhanae, and I forgot to add this in my notes, press 10, because I have to go get it, okay? Girl, you won't believe what I heard about Daejhanae. Are you kidding me? Girl, when you see this note from Daejhanae, you're going to be in for a shocker. You really are. Oh my God. So I'm going to pull that note up from Daejhanae when we have some callers, because you know I got the phone calls live. So when I have callers, I got to make the screen kind of black so I can go to this page to get the information from Daejhanae. You'll be surprised what Daejhanae is saying. Yeah, girl, Daejhanae is speaking. Yes, she is. And you guys can confirm it if it's really her or not. But girl, they did screenshot it. Okay. Now, I've been getting a lot of emails from this YouTuber, HollywoodNexx. Did I pronounce that right? You see it on the screen. When I tell you, shout out to that YouTuber, shout out to her. Baby, when I tell you, I heard that she has been getting busy looking up and finding out where they are, what they doing, how they doing it, what money is coming from. Girl, they are saying that Alysse's sister is a cop. Yeah, that she's a cop and she's helping covering up. And they say Alysse's mama is a pastor. What? Where are the values? Where are the morals? She's a pastor. Where are the integrity? Coming from a pastor. Girl, that's what they're saying out here. And I definitely need you guys to help me cover this. Before I go, can we please get some likes? You know YouTube does not. DJ, stop the beat. You know YouTube does not do me right when it comes to these videos and likes and shares and comments. Please like this video. I'm begging for likes. Now I'm going to start looking in the comment section and seeing what y'all saying up in here. Okay, so and I got some information from PetTeaBlog.com. She is talking about the case as well. And she's bringing up Malik of Cabo 6 promised Daejhanae not to snitch. Yeah. So I want to do some review on that. Shanquella Alysse back says he's innocent. Okay, and in HollywoodNexx, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. We have to really discuss this video. Shanquella found Malik and found Daejhanae family tree. Okay, so we found Malik and Daejhanae family tree. I guess we're going to look at their family tree. I don't know. And what else she got up here for us to look at? What else? What else? What else? It reads here. Shanquella Robinson, Alysse Hyatt. I found her mom and the family. And look like people love this video. So I'm going to play parts and bits and pieces of it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. So I'm assuming this is her sister. If you guys can see at the bottom here, this is Alysse's sister, I'm assuming.
Going on. But she has another sister, y'all. Oh my God. Wait till we get to the other sister, what she does for a living.
What she do? What she do?
I'm telling y'all.
Tell me.
It's a sister who, look at the father though. He got this he represents the USA and stuff, right? This is him and her mother out.
Okay, so I guess this is Alysse's mom and dad. This is Alysse's mom and dad. I mean, I don't know exactly what can I don't know what can I do with this situation about this her mom and dad.
People with y'all, and I'm so serious, and make sure that they
I don't want to put nobody address
interview that mama and that daddy and see if Alyssa will talk to while they at it.
But I know people wanted to know, why didn't Alysse's parents, or why didn't none of these parents reach out to Shanquella's father or mother to send out their condolences? And they seem like they are people of, good standard, considering what they do for a living. You would think these people that have high integrity. But it looks like they don't have that.
We pulled them all up. So look at this. Bringing you guys this here information on to the platform.
Okay, thank you, commentary in the below. They said that is not her dad. That's her stepfather. Mom and stepfather. Okay, thank y'all for correcting me. See, I need y'all. This is my first time looking at this. I don't do repeats.
All over all the platforms, y'all. Oh, yes. And here goes.
So that's her stepdad. Where the real daddy at? I don't care about no stepdad. I mean, shout out to the real stepdads, but I want to... Gotta watch my words. Gotta watch my words. Okay, so I guess this is just showing Alysse family. Okay, they cooking. All right, so we already knew Alysse's sister was a cop. And we knew she in the military. Okay, is there anything in this video? I know you guys have already watched it because you guys emailed me about it. Anything in this video that you guys wanted me to look at or talk about? I know I got a lot of emails. They said, go check out this video. Check out the video. So I'm checking out the video. It's an hour and 26 minutes long. I did put the links to all the videos I'm covering in the links below if you want to watch all the videos for yourself. But I'm not about to watch 126 minutes of nobody but me, okay? Okay. But this is Alysse's mom. That's not her dad. They said that's the stepdad, I want to go down here and see what they're saying in the comments down here, if you guys don't mind. What they saying? As I commented before this things go deeper and higher than we will ever know. Thank you for your hard work on this video. This is why I believe in jungle justice, old-fashioned way. System is dragging its feet. All right, so a lot of people are doing this digging because they feel like the FBI is not doing a good enough job. So people are taking it to the streets and they're saying, hell, I'm gonna be a detective on this case. I'm gonna find out what's going on. People in the comments talking about it might be a ritual. Make you say, All right, so this is the next video. And trust me, I'm going through these videos real fast because I know you guys have to speak on this and tell me your findings. Shanquella found Malik and found Daejhanae family tree. Okay, so let's go here. And this look like this is Malik and his family. Okay. Okay. I guess he went to school. That's good. I guess he's educated. I believe this is his mom. Is this his mom or his sister? I'm not sure. They are also saying that Malik is, I guess, Jamaican, or he got Jamaican in his family. Let me play a little bit.
Telling Daejhanae Jackson we didn't figure her ass out and shit. Well, Daejhanae Jackson, don't she look like Daejhanae Jackson? Well, hell, we gotta figure this shit out. Is this her mama? Is that the mama? Is that the mama? Is that the mama?
Okay, I guess Daejhanae mom. I'm not sure. Okay, so these are just random pictures, I guess, of their family. You guys wanted me to cover this, go through it, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it with you guys.
Hold on.
All right. And feel free to call in and weigh in if you
also
don't. I guess this is Malik.
Jamaican. Or have Jamaican skills, I should say. Or no, Jamaican background. He's affiliated to Jamaican. So they're...
All right, so he's affiliated to Jamaican. All right, so these are just pictures.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah, we're going to need y'all to call in to get to the more. Okay, that's him, Malik. All right, let's see what, sorry to cough in your ear, PetTeaBlog got. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and please
Quella Robinson's fake friends, the one who said, Quella, can you at least fight back?
Quella, can you at least fight back?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Malik. Yeah, we know that. Okay, so she just letting us know. This is PetTeaBlog.
Well, guess what? Let's take a look at this. As y'all know, the Cabo trip was a combination of Nazir and Daejhanae's celebration for their birthday.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so thank you for that reminder. Petty T let us know. The trip was all about Daejhanae and Nazir, their birthday. You guys know that. And did you know that Nazir was a model for Khalil, that man right there? Yeah, he used to model because Khalil, he had a male clothing line that didn't do well, the one with the fitted cap. And this man down here, he's supposed to be the model. But his ass don't look like no model. I know his mama think he fine, but he ain't no model type fine. Khalil, you need to start paying real models for your stuff because he didn't know what he was doing in them poses. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Anyway, another thing, this is what I heard, and I want to know, have y'all heard this too? I cannot confirm or deny, but somebody told me that Shanquella cousin told Shanquella before the trip, she said, girl, why you going over there with them? You know they don't like you. You know they don't like you, Shanquella. Why are you going on a trip with them? Have y'all heard that? Press 15 if you heard a similar story like that. And I guess Shanquella said, well, they need me, for the Airbnb or something like that. So that's why she went. And then that dawned on me. I said, well, hell, I didn't even see no pictures of Shanquella and Daejhanae. Have y'all seen pictures of Shanquella and Daejhanae all hugged up like friends? I haven't seen pictures of Shanquella with Winter hugged up like friends. I haven't seen Shanquella with the girls like they girls. I haven't seen that. And it was word on the curb that they didn't like that girl. So people was wondering, why would Shanquella go with a group of girls and they don't like you? I don't know. Maybe Shanquella felt that, hey, well, maybe they have a change of mind, or maybe this can be like an opening where we can be friends. Have you ever had some people like that? Like people that they don't like them, but they feel like, well, I want them to like me. I know they don't like me. I know they hate me, but I don't want it to be that way. I want them to like me. So maybe if I go on a trip and flip the bill, they can see how nice of a person I am, and they can start to like me. Or they can give me another fresh start. But baby, it looked like if somebody dislike your ass, just accept it and just stay your distance. If somebody hate you, just accept it and stay your distance. You know what? I don't know about y'all, but bitch, if you dislike me one time, I don't give a damn if you gave me a dozen roses. I ain't gonna never trust you. I don't want to be friends with somebody that hated me one time, let alone 2 or 3 times. Oh, hell no. No. But bless Shanquella, didn't she have a nice, beautiful heart of forgiveness? I don't forgive like that. I don't want no drama with you, but I'd rather stay my distance. And I won't ever talk about you. Trust me. I won't spend time thinking about your ass. You will not exist in my world. And I appreciate if you treated me the same way. Because we don't got nothing to talk about. We don't. And we don't go together. It just don't. No. But comment. Let us know what you guys think about this. So let's continue on PetTeaBlog. Please like this video. We begging for likes.
And Nasir was the one who allegedly came a day late, and Daejhanae was the girl who was on camera who was senselessly beating Shanquella. Well, Daejhanae is, can you at least fight back, Malik's bestie.
Okay, we knew that. So she letting us know that Daejhanae and Malik are best friends. I've been told y'all that.
Take a look at his birthday shot to her.
I told y'all that a month ago.
In 2021. He took to Facebook and posted this picture of Daejhanae and wrote,
okay, so I guess it's an old picture of Daejhanae, and this is what Malik wrote to his best friend Daejhanae.
I wonder if I should post them throwbacks of you. I'd shut it down, crying, laughing, and on the other side he wrote, happy birthday to my best friend / daughter's godmother, 10 plus years of friendship that I wouldn't trade for the world. Love you for life, Daej.
I wonder if they're going to spend Christmas together. That's what I'm wondering. I think they're going to spend some Christmas together. I sure do.
Actually, that might have been an 8 instead of a 0, because it goes, it's still 10 plus years, okay? And can you imagine a whole grown man who is recording a female attacking another one and enticing her to fight back is a whole father to...
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, PetTeaBlog said, can you imagine? Can y'all imagine a black man behind the camera enticing women to put paws on each other? Oh, God. Can you imagine? Hell yeah. It happens every day. That's why I don't get. Why do y'all act so damn brand new? Y'all act like y'all don't be seeing this stuff on social media that happens all day. Y'all act like y'all don't listen to this damn violent, evil hip-hop music. Y'all act like y'all don't listen to the goddamn Channel Fox News. It happens every day, all day. It's happening right now. And that's just stuff that's being covered. And a lot of stuff don't even get covered. You don't hear what's going on in your neck of the hood. Girl, bye. They do this shit all the time. And guess what? They do it so often, it's normalized and it's normal. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. They glamorize it in the music videos. They glamorize it on the TV shows. They glamorize it. But,
the one and enticing her to fight back is a whole father to a little girl? Wow.
Yeah, I can imagine. Shit. Did you hear about that father that was touching on his daughters? Did y'all hear about that? Girl, come on now. Y'all gotta wake the hell up. Y'all acting, and that's the thing. Y'all be acting so damn naive. You don't see the enemy right in your face. Wake up.
That's crazy. But yeah, so that post was from last year, right? But for 2022, you know, as a best friend, he's going to post another one. Y'all know how that go. So this time, instead of creating a new post, he reposted the one from the year before and wrote, I love you, best friend, for life. I got you 100%, heart emoji. Now, mind y'all, this is the day after Shanquella was killed and after the Mexican... Mind y'all, this is the day after...
Okay, well, this is interesting. So this is the day after Shanquella left this earth, after they did what they did. Now, Malik confirmed, I love you, best friend for life. I got you forever. So even after... No, hold on now. This is... Look at the date. 2021. I don't know if this is 2022 because it don't say no damn 2022. It says a year ago, October the 30th. I don't know. I guess she's saying it was this year. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if this is this year. Do it look like this year? She said that he just reposted it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's listen to her. I don't know.
For life. I got you 100%, heart emoji. Now, mind y'all, this is the day after Shanquella was killed and after the Mexican authorities said that there was no foul play.
Okay, well, that's what she said, PetTeaBlog. But I need to see the date, Petty. I needed to read 2022. And I don't see 2022, so I'm not sure about that. But I guess, they all have deleted their page or put their page down.
If y'all think for 1 second that I'll ever do something dumb or stupid to be away from my heartbeat, then y'all don't know me at all. Oh, so now you want to think about your daughter, huh?
All right, so they say Malik got a daughter. So he said he wouldn't do that. This is what they're saying that Malik have posted on the internet to say he wouldn't do it. But we saw him in the background recording. What they say, obviously his alliance is to the women who put pause on Shanquella. He has no idea what he's gotten himself into. They think their reasoning of what happening only matters. I cannot see with all that PetTeaBlog on the screen. Fact, they think that they are the victims in the Merck case. Let you know what type of people y'all messing with. Boy, I tell you something. All right, so okay, you know what? I'm ready to listen to what y'all gotta say. I'm ready to listen to what you guys have to say. Are you guys ready for me to open up these phone lines? Huh? Please press 3 if you're ready for me to open up these phone lines. Okay? See what y'all got to say, what information you guys have to add to this situation. All right. And while I'm talking to the people on the phone line, I will bring up that Daejhanae message. Calling from 708. You're live on the air.
Hi, Gigi. How are you tonight?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I called in like 3 times prior, and I also sent you an email. But, okay, I just want to say thank you so much, girl. You're one of the only people that I know who's covering this case and who's giving us a voice to speak about it. So thank you. And all the party crashers, all the mods, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. And okay, so I want to say that people have forgotten about this case. And that's what's bothering me, because it happened a little over a month and a half ago. And these people who are suspects are free, eating, drinking clean water, sleeping probably in a clean bed, probably having, intimate relationships. They don't deserve to live a normal life. And guess what? Someone in the chat said if the FBI wanted to catch them, they would. So that has my suspicion going. How is this taking so long, I think that it's something deeper. A while ago when this first happened, I was watching so many videos and getting some intuition from it. And I think it happened around the Day of the Dead, right?
Yeah, that's what I've never heard. No Day of the Dead. This is something new to me. Talking about the Day of the Dead, October the 29th or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's a holiday.
And so
I've never known that holiday.
And mind you, I love Halloween, but I feel like there's something bigger that's being covered here. Because it was around that time, and it could have had something to do with a ritualistic sacrifice.
Now, all I know about ritual sacrifice is this. In order for a demon to enter the body, now everybody got different religion, different belief, but this is what I heard. I cannot confirm or deny this, but in order for a demon to enter the body, the life has to be at a threshold. It has to be at a threshold where it got a small piece of life left, like it's on the verge of life and death, and that's when the demon can enter.
Gosh.
It has to be at a threshold.
Oh, that just gave me the chills. Yeah, so I think there is something that is bigger that happened during that time, because not to bring this up, but the 2 other Black Americans that died, that were unalived by carbon monoxide poisoning or something, it happened on the same day. So that's 3 people unalived. What is 3? The Father, the Son, and the Spirit. I mean, I'm a spiritual person myself, and I just feel like this is just super super sketchy, and I feel so bad for the dad. Every time I see his interviews, like, I cry. It's about to be the holidays. They can't even spend it with their baby girl. For what? Because she trusted these snakes. And I do believe that her cousin was like, why are you going there? You know they don't like you. But guess what? She was 25. Her brain, your prefrontal cortex does not stop developing until you're 25. Like, she was still young. Of course she wanted to fit in and have these friends, you know? They were part of the cool crowd. So I get why she went, and that's what breaks my heart. And this case has really helped me to cut out so many people in my life. I literally could count 3 people that I would say I would trust with my heart, mind, body, and soul. You just have to use your discernment. For all of my sensitive people, Gigi, you're one of them. You're an empath. I don't care what you say or if you know what that word is. You're going to receive attacks left and right from these low vibrational demonic spirits. And that's why I love you, and I just want to protect your channel. And may God bless you and all that you're doing.
And I thank you so much.
And
that was so cute. You said you're an empath. I know you probably don't know what the fuck that means. I thought that was cute. Hello? Are you gone? Okay, she left. Calling from 347. You're live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, Gigi?
I'm doing pretty good. Talk to me. What are your thoughts right now? How are you feeling about this case? Where is Cabo 6? And have they made an escape plan? I think they planned this escape. I think so far they have planned this. And I want to know, how do you guys feel in the comment section? Press 5 if you feel like Cabo 6 has planned this. Maybe not Nazir, but all the rest of them, I think they already had this plan. Press 5 if you feel like they all had this plan, their escape plan. Press 10 if you feel like it's just a coincidence that they're so quiet, they're working hard together, and they haven't turned on each other yet. Press 10 if you feel like it's just a coincidence. Talk to me, caller. What's your thoughts?
I honestly think that, when we start putting people's families into this, what I have to say about that is these are grown people we're talking about. It's not like, the shooter kids who be shooting up the school and the parents are protecting them. These are grown people, and then when you start to involve their family in it and, like, blaming their family, like, why haven't you done this? These are grown people. We don't know what's being said or done in your household. We can't blame the family members for what they done. These are grown people we're talking about. They have the accountability on their own. That's what I feel about it. And I feel like...
Well, can I role play with you?
Yes.
Okay, but you know what? You might be right. These kids, and role play alert, moderators, please put role play. You might be right. The Cabo 6, they are grown and they're not kids. And I'm happy that you acknowledge that they're grown and they ain't children. Now, the problem that we have is their parents is harboring them. Their parents is bringing them safety. Their parents is hiding them out and giving them information so they won't have to be accountable.
Well, we don't know that. You know what? We playing Inspector Gadget, Scooby-Doo.
How we not know? We saw the video. We saw the video. All of them people there, they need to be accountable. And they need to. We need to know what's up.
We do, but we also need to stop putting the blame on everybody, because every week, no, this one did it, no, this one. We actually don't know who actually did it. And you know what's going to make...
They all did it. We do know. They all did it. They were all in that room. They're all accountable.
But let's just picture this, because we said that about Nazir, too. We was on his case, hard body, until we figured out, maybe he's right. He wasn't in. So what I have to say about that, we wasn't there.
No, so we haven't let up on Nazir. Comment, let us know. Have we let up on Nazir? Press 3 if you guys have let up on Nazir. Press 10 if you feel like, no, Nazir still need to go to jail. He still need to go to Mexico. How do y'all feel about Nazir? Because it sounds like you feel like the people have let up on him. And I don't want to get that misinformation out there. I don't want Nazir walking around thinking shit is sweet. You understand? So, go ahead.
But at the end of the day, we really don't know who really did and who didn't. And what happens is that we could all say what we want to say, but when we're in that predicament and then something like this is happening, the first thing you would think is fear. Like, okay, am I going to get blamed for this? And then you don't know if they're saying, like, okay, well, if you tell, we all plot against you if you say something. And then the fear that we, the public, is put on each person is going to make that person who wants to speak out not speaking out, because now we're just infiltrating and we just putting things on people that we don't necessarily know the full truth. And then that's probably what's keeping some of them who want to speak out not being able to speak out, because they feel like everybody's against them, even if they wanted to speak out. That's how I feel about it. We really don't know who exactly did what, but once you put into that situation and we're talking about somebody's life, now you feel like, you know, wow, like, if I say something, is it going to turn around on me? Am I going to be the one to blame? Or people going to
maybe you don't know, but we know. We know. Maybe you don't know, but we know.
We don't know anything.
Well, you can't see, you want to include we in your speech. We're not French. You can't do that. You don't know how we feel. That's how you feel.
But that's the
you
thing.
You can't force us to feel like you feel.
It doesn't matter what we feel.
Stop saying that we, because I'm not included.
Everybody is included.
Nah. We saw the video. We know they're wrong, and they have to be held accountable. They came back over there lying and covering up, and I don't care who threatened who. Be honest about it. Tell the truth. Talk to the FBI. Nazir came up here on a video lying. He got on video lying to us. He played in my face. And hold on, because people talking about some, why I always overtalk when people talking. Well, hell, I'm talking and she talking, and y'all ain't say nothing about that. But besides the point, if you want to know why I overtalk people, because that's how I was raised. You understand? I was raised around Baptist people that talked over people and talk loud. Okay, that's part of my tradition. Okay, now I can try to hold off, but that's part of my makeup. Okay, I've been around loud mouth talking mother suckers all my life. Go ahead.
So, but we honestly, and the thing is, people keep saying, like, you know, this is going on for a month. Okay, but the thing
no. It has not gone on for a month. She left this earth at the end of October. We going on 2 months. We already hit December. We about to knock into 2023.
Okay, but the thing is,
but the time matters. You said 1 month. You said 1 month.
Okay, we're going on to 2 months. We're going on to 2 months.
Yes.
And we don't know. We're talking about Mexico here, and then we're talking about the U.S. We don't know how things are going to work out in between, but we don't know what's
we do know how it's going to work out. We know if we stay silent, we're not going to see results. We know how this goes. We have to keep yelling to the rooftop to get the FBI to keep pushing on. We've been here before. We know how this goes.
People are saying, like,
if you be quiet and you trust in it,
we don't know.
And y'all see, and I don't mind because I talk over people too. But the thing is, Carla, why they always getting on my ass over talking people? But people talk over me all the time, and they don't say nothing about them. The one side of this. But go ahead.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, we don't know what the FBI is working on.
Can you please stop saying we?
We. That's what it is. We.
No, it ain't we. Don't. Why does she gotta include us and her mindset and her belief? That's you. Nah.
None of us have proof. Our belief is a belief. It's not a fact. We don't know.
Yes, we do.
Nobody has proof throughout this whole thing. We don't have any type of proof.
We have the video, and I cannot stand when she say we. I cannot stand that.
Yeah. That's what it is.
No, because we not included. That's how you feel.
Yes, everybody.
Not everybody. You cannot speak for everybody.
How y'all feel is none of us is a fact. So it's we.
So, are you related to Wiggins or something?
Absolutely not.
These your friends?
Absolutely not.
Your family member? Because you're doing a whole bunch of covering up.
I'm a realist. No, I'm a realist. Like, even if I don't like the situation, we have to look at all facts all the way around. I'm not going to just start spewing out just any old thing.
So you probably don't feel like Cabo 6 need to go to jail then. Do you feel like all of them should go to jail?
The ones who did it, yes, I do.
No, you don't feel all of them should go to jail?
No, because we don't know all the facts. We don't know necessarily
stop.
who's in the room.
Oh, stop. So who you think should go to jail? Who you think should go to jail?
We first said that we heard, but wait, we first said that we heard Winter's voice inside the thing in the video. We all got on her. Then it turned into Alysse's voice. We just saying all kinds of stuff.
No, we not saying all type of stuff. That's the thing. You keep on saying we. Everybody has.
Y'all have.
No, you cannot clump people in one. That's not right.
I am. That's what y'all said.
Well,
I'm saying verbatimly what y'all said.
No, it's not y'all, because I don't speak for everybody, and everybody don't speak for me.
The ones who was in the comment, even including you, made videos that we heard Winter's voice. Then we were saying it was Alysse.
No, I never said we heard no damn Winter voice.
In the video?
I've never said we heard Winter voice. I've never said that. Winter voice?
Videos back.
No, hell no. I heard Malik voice. That's the only voice I heard in the video was a man. Malik. I ain't never say no goddamn Winter. See, you getting misinformation. Oh, God.
No.
Getting misinformation. But,
I'm sorry. Matter of fact, not in that voice or fingernails or whatever the case
was.
No.
You see how you switching shit? First it was 1 month. Now you talking about the fingernails. No. I'm not dealing with you. You gonna drive me crazy. That's what you gonna do.
That's what happened.
But bless your heart, we gonna let you go. We gonna let you go. Shit, I thought we was gonna role play. That role play ain't a role play. Shit. Let's give a big old thank you to Q93 donating $10. Glad to join for the commentary. When we stop talking about it, she will be forgotten. Don't stop talking. All right. Well, like I said, as long as you guys keep me pressed to talk about it, I will talk about it. Because I was not going to talk about it today until I was doing another video. And one of the party crashers, talked about it. And they said they wanted me to go live. And what did I tell them? I said, okay, I'll go live. The next live I do today, I'm going live. And that's why we're here now. So I need you guys. You lucky I can't pronounce your damn name in the comment section. And I can cuss, but you can't on my platform. So let's go on to the next call. Oh, yeah, this is what I got to show you guys. Cynthia G. Can we give a big old shout out to Cynthia G? Always coming with the truth, girl. Y'all need to go subscribe to Cynthia G. You know what I'm saying? She have came over here, blessed our channel before. But she has posted this thing 5 days ago. And this is a letter or a post from Daejhanae Jackson. And it reads here. So Daejhanae Jackson posted this to her IG yesterday. Do you think she was detained? Let me know what you guys think in the post below. So this is Daejhanae post right here. Let's move this over to the side so we can get into the post and see what Daejhanae had to say. And it reads down here. It says, I will be out soon. I will be out soon. Daejhanae, I will be out soon. And the question, Cynthia G, she said, do you guys think that, do you all think she... do y'all still think she wasn't detained? Okay, so I guess this saying I'll be out soon, meaning that, hey, she was detained. Now she'll be out soon. You know what I'm saying? So she was detained and she letting you guys know she will be out soon. What do y'all think about that? Daejhanae posted 5 days ago, she will be out soon. And I got this from Cynthia G. Shout out. So she also states here, Cynthia G, go check out her channel. It says this is her real account too. It is private, but she added me to it weeks ago, weeks prior. This was on her stories last night, and I took a screenshot. Okay? Now, some people are saying fake account. I cannot confirm but deny if it's a real account or fake account. Cynthia G says real, so I'm going to roll with that. It says if justice sets her free, it would be very embarrassing. The judge would be just as guilty as she. Okay, well, shit. It's a lot of people. Well, what is her real account then? She ain't locked up, Cap. Well, what is her real account? Since y'all know it, can y'all please put the real account up? Can a real Daejhanae account please stand up? Because I'm seeing y'all flooding this shit with fake account, fake account, fake account. Well, like I said, I cannot confirm or deny. So she's very confident she won't get charged. Look like someone simply has access to her account and is posting to her. I've had friends on social media who went to jail for a while and gave a trusted person access to their social media to keep up and post for them. Seems that simple. All right, so people are saying, how is she texting if she's been detained? Mexico sells phones in jails. I'm confused. All right, so is it possible you can be in Mexico jail? Is it possible you can be Mexico and detained and still have access to cell phones? Press 1 if it's possible. Press 3 if it's not possible. Now, mind you, Mexico is very corrupt, so I'm sure anything goes. I'm sure they can get cell phones. Shit, they probably ordering pizza up in the goddamn jail cell. They say in Mexico jail, as long as you got money, and you, she's American too, and she got all that family Mexico money, American money coming. They said they're going to treat her real good because she got money. I've heard many Mexican people say as long as you got money in Mexico jail, they're going to treat you with respect, you know? But if you don't got no money, you ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to point that out. Are y'all glad I showed that to y'all? Comment, let us know. Okay, where's the other little post I had? Where is that post at? Okay, bam, here we go. Are y'all glad that I showed y'all that message? Press 8 if you happy I showed that. Yeah, you know I had to show it. Okay, so, Black Hawk 72 donated $5. They said, what if Shanquella was white? Would the Cabo 6 be locked up already? Yeah, you know they would, Black Hawk. You know it's a difference between how people treat colored people and non-colored people, how they treat men and how they treat women. Everything matters. Nothing is equal. Nothing is equal in this world. Of course, America promised y'all a damn dream. The dream ain't real yet, okay? They're working on making stuff equal. But ain't shit equal. Ain't nothing equal in this world. Wake up. Ain't nothing the same. Ain't nothing equal. Shit, people treat people differently. You know? Yeah, you heard the song. They can do it, but I can't do it. I don't know how the motherfucker go. But you get the drift. So let's continue with the phone call, shall we? All right. Calling from 810, you're live on the air.
Hi, I'm calling because I just wanted to say that I do believe that they have Daejhanae arrested, but the FBI have to keep things private. They have a warrant for her arrest. I believe they got her. I believe Mexico have not came to get her yet, but they will eventually come and get her expedited back over to where she got to go. And I also believe that every last one of them need to go to jail and be serve time for what they did to her, because Nazir, he's lying. I believe he needs to be held accountable because he knew Shanquella wasn't alive. He helped move her body. If you listen to his video, you can hear him say, we turned her on her hip or whatever he said. She wasn't alive when he got
the
there.
side.
Yeah, the side. And that's all I want to say. And I know her family going to get justice and all that other stuff. I don't believe in all of that spiritual stuff that they talking about.
You're not a believer?
These kids, I'm a believer in God.
No, but you're not a believer in the spirit realm.
I don't know nothing about it. So
okay, well, you're just not a believer. Because, you know, everybody got beliefs, right? Like you have your own religion. Yeah. And you may say, well, hey, this is how I feel in my religion. And, you know, people that believe in rituals and sacrifice, they have their beliefs as well.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So any other thing go ahead.
No, ma'am. That's all I wanted to say. And I know justice going to be served. And her family going to get justice. The world going to get justice. And that's that.
All right. That's that. All right, so let's keep on going. 786, you're live from the air.
Hello, hi
hey,
Gigi.
How you doing?
I'm live. I'm doing good. I just want to tell you thank you so much for your platform and keeping the word out there for everybody to keep this going. But I want to play devil's advocate for a minute because this is the part that we're not hearing too much about. We had another caller that she was kind of going towards the same idea that I have in mind about like the evidence that we do have, what we don't have, what we know, what we don't know. We already know these Cabo 6. We already know what they did. We already know they're at fault, but it's all about legally what they can get away with. So what I'm concerned about is if there's only one video out, we saw Daejhanae obviously fight Shanquella. But then we heard her sister on the news say that the last blow that she gave her isn't what took her out. So,
well, we can't take the sister. The sister is just speculation like we are. So we cannot take her like she's the FBI. She's a human. She has an opinion.
Right. She does. Yes. So my opinion is if, you know, Daejhanae, everyone, you know, it's their lives are on the line right now. They're going to do everything they can to cover up for one another to get away with murder, basically. So the way that I see it is that Daejhanae, if she's got a lawyer, she could just say, yes, I wanted to fight Shanquella. Yes, that was me doing it. I did that to her. I did not have an intention on killing her. The last blow, as you see in the video, did not take her out. For all we know, they could say, yes, it was alcohol poisoning, but the nurses that were there, you can't say that they're wrong because how do we know that the ones who did the autopsy are not wrong? You know what I mean? So that can make things
well, the one
really
that did
messy.
the autopsy, they was wrong. All of y'all was wrong.
Yes, everyone was wrong, but that's what makes it messy because who's to say that the nurse that came over and worked on Shanquella was lying or she wasn't doing her job
well, you want to role play?
She probably, yes.
Okay, who you want to be? You want to be all of them?
I want to be all of them or their attorney.
You want to be Daejhanae, the doctor, and all of them, huh? Okay.
Everybody.
Daejhanae, you know you did it. Stop it. Daejhanae, you know you need to go to prison.
No, I don't, because nobody goes to jail just for fighting somebody. And in the video, you
Daejhanae, stop the crap. You took the girl out of here. You didn't just fight her. They said it was an attack. You know she didn't want to put paws on you back. You know that. And you're deliberately doing that. So, Daejhanae, you don't think putting paws on somebody is a crime?
Yes, it's a crime.
Okay, then your ass need to go to prison. Hello?
it's an assault, but people don't go to jail for their whole life for an assault. My intention was not to kill her, nor did I kill her, and there's no proof.
Listen,
there is no proof that I killed her. And when the nurse
take
came
your behind
over to
in
check
jail,
on her,
and then we're going to talk about the next case. Now, since you in jail for putting paws on her, as you should, we want to lock you up even further because you did take her out of here. The results of you putting paws on her and how many, you did over 30 licks to her head and neck, and it wounded her very bad, causing her to leave this earth. Daejhanae, I can guarantee if it was not for you putting paws on her that morning, she would still be alive. And you know it in your hearts of heart. You know it. If you never have put paws on her, she will be alive. You know this.
That is false. She got drunk the night before.
Oh, stop
it.
She
was sloppy after I whooped her, and she fell down the stairs. And that's how she broke her neck. And that's how the nurse found her, and she was still alive.
You have no integrity, do you? Where are your values and morals
how do we
at?
know? That's what happened. That's what I'm sticking to. And you can speak to my attorney.
No. So you saying that she was drinking. What you say? They said they ain't find no trace of alcohol in the body. So you already know you're lying.
But how do we know? How do we know that doctor is not lying? That came up with the autopsy saying she didn't have any traces of alcohol. How do we know that they're not lying? But how are you saying that the other nurse that came is lying?
Stop playing mind games.
Because I know what I saw, and the rest of the Cabo Fives know what they saw too. And we all sticking to the same story.
Okay, and then all of y'all is lying. And then you going to jail for perjury. You can't lie in the court.
You're gonna have to prove it. You're gonna have to prove it.
Well, you need to prove how she. You need to prove that she was drinking that alcohol real bad. You need to prove that she fell down the stairs. So, what time did she fall down the stairs?
I'm saying she. Okay. Wait a minute. She could have fallen down the stairs. But
what time could she have fallen down the stairs?
I'm not gonna say. You can ask my attorney. But how do we know that the doctors that came in to take care of her body and handle her, how do we know that they didn't drop her and mishandle her? And she came up with all these broken this, dislocated that. That wasn't from me.
Well, if that's the case, if they did, like I said before, if you never put paws on her, she would still be alive. She didn't fall.
That is only an opinion.
No. Because if she would have fell down the stairs, then why didn't you confess she's falling down the stairs? Why would you say that?
Because I wanted to wait. Because I wanted to wait until I had my attorney.
Who does that? This was your friend. This was your friend.
No, she wasn't. That's why I wanted to whoop her ass. But she's not a friend because she's a real shady person that people don't really. She did some really shady things that people didn't know about, and I wanted to confront her for that. She didn't defend herself, and that was her. That was not my fault, and I left her as the way you saw her in the video. Didn't lay one single finger more on her, and that's how she was found when the nurses came. So that's the story I'm sticking to. So. This is my whole point, Gigi. This is my whole point is that, since we don't know.
You guys, we just throwing out scenarios. Just to let you guys know, the ones that's coming in. She's given a theory. What if Daejhanae and her lawyer says this? Because in the court of law, you have to prove it. It cannot be hearsay. It cannot be opinion-based. You have to prove it. So that's what she was taking the point of view of that. Understood? Well, damn. This is a very wicked world. If you got to do all this just to prove some shit, no wonder why people don't speak out and tell the popos. It's you know what? You're going to have to wear a camera on your ass 24/7.
It's true. But you know what? In the end, we know that I don't think they're gonna get away with it. And like Daejhanae's father, he's a big believer. He's got a lot of faith, and I do believe that with prayer and when your faith is that strong, God will remove those layers and the truth will come out. But my theory is that is probably one of the stories that they're sticking with, and they're not going to say another word more than that. And then that's where it gets messy because, who are we to say, oh, well, the nurse was wrong, but the people who did the autopsy were right? What if they're saying that no? What if they're wrong? Do you know what I'm saying? So that's when it gets messy, and maybe that's why it's taking so long. And as far as Daejhanae goes, she could just simply say, that was not my intention. I didn't do it. My last blow is exactly what you saw in the video. Now, if they can live with that for the rest of their life, we already know they're evil people because what they did was wrong. We know. We're not stupid. We know what they did. But you look at Casey Anthony, she got away with murder, right? With the M word, sorry. Casey Anthony, what she did with her daughter, I don't know if you remember that case. It was from a long time ago out here in Florida that, her little 4-year-old daughter was missing. She flipped the story back and forth. She lied so much, and she got away with it. And now, can she live with that for the rest of her life? That's on her. So if the Cabo 6, I don't think they're going to get away with it. But if they
Simply J, hold on. I want to role play with. Listen, you got everybody in the comment section ready to get at your neck. So let's go back to the role play if you don't mind. They said, well, how can an autopsy be wrong?
I don't believe that an autopsy can be wrong. But you never know. This is in Mexico. We don't know what they do in Mexico. That's what I'm trying to say is that, the attorneys can fight against that. The attorneys can fight against that and say,
and they said Casey Anthony was not on video.
I know. She wasn't on video. But what was on video, what we did see is what Daejhanae did. But we didn't see her take her out on the last blow. That's what I'm saying. And the doctors or the professionals, the experts can see, well, yes, she did hurt her, but the last blow isn't what dislocated this or broke that or took her out, That's my theory. I mean,
but couldn't they come back and tell you, well, the last blow did cause that. When you did this, it did cause that. Can't they say that?
Well, if that's the case, then we already know she's going down.
Well, that's going to be my case.
Say that, if they can't prove it, that's where it gets real messy. And that's what's going to take long, because all we saw on the video was a very vicious, brutal attack. And Shanquella was defenseless. Like she couldn't do anything. But if they're saying that she was drunk and if it didn't show up on the autopsy, they probably made an error. I've seen cases like that. I'm following some cases right now where the person's trying to get away with the M word with what they did. And their attorneys are battling out with the people who did the autopsy and then all they're trying to do is prove.
They said she was pronounced gone. They said Shanquella was pronounced gone before, I guess, the autopsy or before the doctors came in.
Yeah, I mean, I know the whole story. Everything that you've been saying, Gigi, I've been following everything to a T. But that's just the only thing that I can think of. It's just my theory. Yeah,
your theory is an interesting theory. You know why? Because nobody thinks outside the box like you, which it could happen, but nobody have thought outside the box like you. I haven't heard people coming with that perspective. So that's why I'm picking at it, because it's a new idea.
Yeah.
And I just want to pick at it.
Because honestly, if I was related to Shanquella, I want to know that every single aspect. How are the Cabo 6 attorneys going to look at this? What are they gonna? How are they gonna try and twist this around? What if the Cabo stick to this kind of story? What if they say that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to. Because it's
now okay.
it's
Well,
all
are
calculated.
all of them going to jail, or what do you think? Do you think?
I mean, we know
from
they
your
should.
perspective, which you playing devil's advocate.
From my perspective,
from a devil advocate, is all of them gonna go to jail, or the other ones? Huh?
I don't see all of them going. Well, I don't know because we do have. They were lying. But it's like, what are they? If they go to trial, all they have to do is put doubt in the juror's head. You know, like we already have the proof and the evidence, so they're just gonna keep lying to keep making everyone doubt. So for me to even have this theory, like, that would give me some kind of doubt. Obviously, there's some kind of doubt because we don't have the full proof there, and they're not speaking up. Now, another thing is, I don't even know why it hasn't gone public of, like, have they taken their phones? Have they looked at text messages? Have they looked at even deleted messages? Because, they can do that. They can go through the phone records and dig out deleted messages and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know why any of that hasn't gone public. Because obviously that would give more answers, but as far as like Nazir goes and Alysse, we don't hear too much about them and their side, so maybe they would get away with it. Obviously,
so you say Alysse and Wiggins, you feel like they may get away with it. Now, what about Khalil, her best friend? Do you see him going down?
As maybe a accessory, we can't say I don't know what's the legal term, conspiracy. Like if they were like plotting this whole thing, I don't know, but I really don't know. I don't know if he can go down for being an accessory. Yeah, he lied, and I have so many questions. And we already know, why didn't they call the parents? What they should have done was this.
Well, all of them lied, so all of them go. Now, if you say he can go to jail for lying, then they all lied.
Yeah. That's going to be a tough one they're going to have to, I don't know if anyone's spilling the beans, if anyone's going to snitch on anyone, because if they plotted this whole thing out afterwards and they just promised to say, okay, you stick to this is what you know, this is all you're going to say, let's go get our attorneys and we will go from there. And it's just an ugly, messy situation. But I'm a person of faith, and if just like with Shanquella's father, I strongly believe the layers and the truth is going to be revealed. The truth will be revealed. I believe that. I really do believe that. But I just wanted to do a plot twist.
Well, I'm glad you did, because you got my mind spinning. My mind is spinning from your plot twist.
It's been making me really frustrated to think about that, but you never know how this can go. But we just have to have faith.
People say they are not smart like that, but remind you, they do have, people around them that are smart. Their parents, their sisters, their brothers. Right.
Yes. And they have money, and they can afford the attorneys, and they know what to say, and they know what to do, especially if Alyssa's sister is a cop. They know what they can get away with.
Do you think they have planned an escape plan?
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to stay put. They're going to stay put.
No, I'm talking about as far as an escape plan to get away with this.
Oh, I think so.
The reason why I say that, I don't know if you heard, but the family was saying that when they was talking to Khalil, he was coming to see him. But then when they found out, what happened with the putting paws on each other, when they went past his house, he was already moved out. So in my mind, that lets me know that during the time they was coming to see them, they were already planning. and they were already talking amongst, and they already know what they did wrong. That's why they shut everything down, like they already knew. But I think what kind of threw me off too was Alysse. She was just out here working. Like that kind of threw me off.
I think if she's out there working, that's because her attorney advised her to continue on with regular day-to-day life, like it's like nothing happened. If she's out there, that's because her attorney told her it was okay to do so. That's what I feel.
Do you think they all have the same attorney, or they all have different attorneys? How does that work?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. They probably have their own attorney, or they're linked somehow to. I don't know if that's legal, if you can do that, but
shouldn't all their attorneys talk together so they can be in one boat, or no?
I don't know how that works. I really don't know. But they got to be in communication somehow. I'm pretty sure they already communicated, this is what we're going to stick to. Let's see what our attorneys say. And that's what we do. That's what we're going to say and stick to.
Now, how do you feel like they're at home eating? Do you think their family or brothers or sisters is looking at them sideways or looking at them with a mean face?
I would hope so. I would really hope so. But at the same time, that's their family. So they're going to do everything they can do to protect their loved ones. As wrong as it is what they did and what they're involved with, they're going to do everything in their power to protect them. They're innocent, make them look innocent. And it's a real ugly thing because that's going to follow them for the rest of their life. Not saying that they're not going to get away with it, but
I bet you their family ain't going to want to take pictures with their ass.
They're going to have to be in hiding for a while until this simmers down. But that's the thing. Alysse is not in hiding. She's out in broad daylight. It's back to business as usual with Alysse. But if she's out there doing that, she's probably got to be in with her attorney, and her attorney is telling her it's okay.
And Wiggins, he's out there too, right?
So for him, his attorney probably told him, you weren't involved, you got there at this time, this is what you saw, this is what you're going to stick to, and that's the end of the story.
And it doesn't matter what he said on that video. Everything that he said on the video, that doesn't matter?
It doesn't match up. That's what's frustrating me, is because it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
But are they going to use that video in court or no?
They're going to have to. They're really going to have to. But that's what made me think, okay, what if they twist this around and say that in Mexico, how do we know that the person who did the autopsy didn't mess up? We're saying that the nurse was saying everything accurate. So who's to say that she was lying? So that's where it can get messy.
Well, right now, it's another court case going on with Tori and Meg and Kelsey. You guys know that. And the reason why I bring this up, because Kelsey did a recording and she confessed to everything that happened with Tory Lanez. However, she got on the stand recently, and she said everything she said she don't remember. It was a blur. She felt pressure. So could Wiggins come up and say everything he said on the video, he was just confused at the time. He felt pressure from the public to say something, and he didn't mean what he said, and he was just really out of it. And during that time, he probably was drinking that day, so everything was like a blur.
Right.
Ain't that some bull crap? That's something, y'all. Ooh, this America stuff and this court stuff is something. You can just say video Then you can come back talking about somewhere I was drunk that time. Everything's a blur. I don't remember. There's something.
Mhm. Yes, it is.
All right.
So,
Well, I'm not going to continue to pick on you. But I enjoyed our conversation. I must tell you. All right. Well, we're going to let you go.
I enjoy listening to you. Thank you so much, Gigi. Good night.
Thank you. Please call me back too. And can I ask y'all? I know this. Okay. And my email is right here. If you guys want to email me on some other cases, and you guys want to do commentary with me, please email me. I have somebody talk to me about Britney Spears. Now, I don't usually talk about her, but if you have information about Britney and you want to talk about it, come on in. Same with that Meghan and Marco and Andrew case, the Prince people. I don't know nothing about it, but if you come and talk to me about it, I'm going to ask questions, and we're going to get the gossip out like that now. Okay, so let's continue on. I just had to say that. It was in my spirit for me to say it right there. All right, call in. And another thing, if you see videos out on Facebook, YouTube, and you want to have a conversation about it, just like the mom was cutting her hair off, or I don't know if you guys heard about the case on the news where the 11-year-old, the 22-year-old man took her. Wow. Email me about those stories. Let's talk about it. Let's get it out. But let's keep on going on here. Calling from 205. You're live from the air. 205.
Hello, Gigi.
Yes, how you doing?
Hi, Gigi. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yes, it's my first time calling in, and I just wanted to share my thoughts. I'm sorry.
Tell it.
Yes, I just want to say, I just feel like this whole situation about Shanquella is just really devastating. And I feel like everything that's going on right now, I think that Daejhanae, that's her name, Daejhanae, I think that she is. They do have her in custody right now, and I feel like they may get Nazir Wiggins, I think that's his name. They may get him soon as well, and I just think this whole situation is going to play out by the beginning of next year. I just feel like everything is going to come together really soon, and I'm just, I'm kind of nervous. I'm sorry. I'm just, Miss Gigi, I'm sorry. I'm nervous, but I'm trying to get it out soon, as quick as I can. But it's just crazy, and I hope that everything, turns out how it's supposed to, and I hope everything. Everybody, I really want all of them to get punished for this situation because all of them was there. I feel like all of them knew what was going on, and I just hope they get justice for them. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking up for Shanquella. We appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're gonna let you go. Calling from 757. You're live on the air.
Hi, Gigi. Can you hear me?
How you doing? I can hear you very loud and clear.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and it's the very first time that I'm calling anything that has to do with YouTube. So please be patient with me, and I do have an accent, so I hope you can understand me.
I can hear you very clearly.
Okay, first of all, I wanted to let you guys know that they reported today that the Linda 32 in Cabo was back on the website. It's going for $1,145 a night, and there is not even a disclaimer about on a live happening in the media.
So
So
you're
the
telling
same
me
restaurant.
that the place that Shanquella left, they put the villa back on, and they still shopping it around. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they put it back on the website today, and there's no disclaimer that something bad happened there.
Okay, you heard that? They said that, the villa that all this happened at, they are back selling it. They're not telling people what happened. Somebody left at that villa, and they just going on as business as usual. And I want to know, if you guys were in an Airbnb or a house that you were renting out, would you want to know that somebody left this earth in that villa? Would you want to know if somebody, was horribly taken out in that villa that you're staying in? Would you want to know that? Press 4 if you want to know that information. Press 7 if you do not want to know that information. Would you want to know that information, caller?
Yes, I would like to know that. I would like to know that. I would also would like to know when I go into that area on Cabo, San Lucas. I want to know how safe it is as for an American citizen. What type of crime is in the area? Because I don't want to be in a vacation looking at my back. And then also, I think it's very important when somebody is getting ready to go and travel to get familiar with the area that they're going into and also with the different lots. Recently in that area, there had been like 7, when I say that area, I'm talking about Mexico. It has been like 7 feminicides in the past year. Actually, the day after, or when Queen Quella left the world, there was another woman who got killed. I forgot, I can't say that word. And also, that same weekend, 3 people died. I keep saying that word. 2 of them were 2 gentlemen who were teachers, and a lady from Virginia Beach died from carbon monoxide. So it seemed like those hotels or Airbnb, for whatever reason, they are not the safest places, So it's like kind of concerning. Wouldn't you be concerned to come back from night in which you're tired, you've been drinking or having a good time, and you want to go to bed, and then the next thing you don't wake up?
Yeah, and everybody have beliefs. If you believe in spirits, you probably don't want to be in that house, and you there and you don't know why you keep feeling this eerie feeling or why you keep seeing different images, because it's an angry spirit that want justice in that house. You just never know. You never know.
And that is correct. I know you can tell I'm from the island, so I do believe in evil spirit. I do believe that there's a devil just like there is a God, and there's bad and good. So yes, I don't deal with those kind of stuff, but I do know of them because I grew up in that environment, or you know what I mean? So it's like, yes, this evil spirit. I also wanted to let you know that I find out through one of the other bloggers, I don't remember the name right now, but also Winter Donovan's mom, she's also a minister. So it's funny to the point that you want to laugh about it, because it's also a coincidence that Alysse's mom is a minister.
Wow, yeah, I heard that from HollywoodNexx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it is amazing, because you might think that they will have some type of compassion and sympathy towards the family,
Yeah, but it look like they
not.
don't. It's all about their self. They not caring about the word of God, and they just thinking about their self. Well, I thank you so much for giving us that information. All right, we're gonna let you go now. All right, so can we please get some more likes? You know we begging for likes, you guys. Please like this video when you get a chance, and make sure you leave a comment and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Have you subscribed?
I sure have.
816.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going good, but guess what?
Oh God, calling 202. All right, we're going through the phone lines, you guys. You guys ready? Calling 940. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I was just calling in. I've been following the Shanquella case very, very closely, and it's really heartbreaking because we were around the same age. She was 25, I'm 26, and so it's just very disturbing of the fact that how they did this, and I believe it was already premeditated. This was already planned, and I just wanted to shed some light on what the caller was saying when she was playing devil's advocate, playing the roles about what possible things or situations they would bring up or narratives as her attorney, Daejhanae's attorney, or any of their attorneys. Because for the simple fact that in that video it shows clear as day that Daejhanae is literally beating the mess out of her. And no, it does not show that her blow was the fatal blow that killed her. But if she was not beating her, she would still be alive, because it was already proven by the autopsies that no, it wasn't because of alcohol poisoning or anything like that. So what could be the other cause of her having a broken neck? You know? And also, with the spiritual things, as far as like her being a sacrifice or it was a ritual, I firmly do believe that probably had a part to do with it. Because again, you know, like one of the callers stated, that Shanquella died on the same day that 2 or 3 other people died from carbon monoxide poisoning, and that is just so eerie and strange and weird that would happen like that. But back to what I was saying about Shanquella and what all happened that night and everything like that. Also, you can see in one of the videos where she's looking for them, and they're in a room without her, and it's clear as day that they are not wanting to be found by her. They're already plotting what they're going to do and everything like that. So I don't really know if they did come with a rebuttal or defense saying that, oh, she was already drunk and she fell down the stairs. That doesn't seem plausible to me in any type of way. So with that being said, I just don't see how that would hold up. I don't see how that would hold up in court. I just really don't.
You sure right. And have you heard the rumor that Shanquella was warned that these girls do not like you? Why are you going on a trip?
I heard something like that. And really, before I even heard anything like that, I kind of felt like that was something that had probably already been relayed to her, that she probably already knew, but again, she was trying to fit in. And this is the thing, you know, we as people can have these feelings of being unwanted or not wanting to be in certain people's spaces. But unfortunately, she ignored that. And I'm sure she knew they did not like her. But I'm sure she felt that if I pay for this or if I do this or do that, maybe I could buy their friendship. But that's not how it works, because those people are still not going to like you. You know, they're still going to have a disdain, a hate for you. And it all boils down to jealousy is what it basically was. And I myself have been in those situations myself where I could have been a Shanquella, but I had enough conviction to know that these people are not right that I'm around and I need to move around. And unfortunately, she did not do that. You know, as you could tell, she was very sweet. She was not a fighter, and they knew that. They already knew this, you know, so they knew she was fair game to do that to, because if it had been anyone else they knew that was going to put up a fight, or they could, or wouldn't even have went anyway, that would have never happened. It would have never transpired like that, but it did, unfortunately, you know. And as far as with, you know, what the lady was saying, playing devil's advocate, when she was saying about Daejhanae, as far as, you know, she fell down the stairs and all this and that, well, if that's the case, you know, again, why didn't she state that? Why haven't they all stated this? That is not what they said. If that was the case, then you would have said that right then. But the point still stands. Whether she fell down the stairs or not, you did not, the blow that you gave her did not crack her neck. You should still go to prison because that was assault. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that is still assault. And the rest of them that were around when one of the other callers before was saying that they had nothing to do with that and all. Yes, they did. They were an accessory to murder, bottom line. And even if she did fall down the stairs, what caused her to do that? Was it because you were laying hands on her? Because you still killed her at the end of the day, because it was your hands and your force that caused that to happen. So there's no way to wiggle your way out of this. It just really isn't. So I disagree with that. She has literally no room to wiggle out of this situation. The fact that that's murder, and whether or not you broke her neck or she fell down the stairs and broke her neck, you still killed her. Murdered. Oh, I know not to say that word. You unalived her.
Thank you.
You know.
And do you feel like the rest of them have wiggle room to wiggle out?
With that, no, I don't, because in the video, whoever was recording, someone behind that camera that was recording it, and not only that, they were recording the other people that were recording the fight. So no, you were an accessory to it, because they weren't smart enough to realize that, okay, in that video, whoever's recording this whole fight, you're also recording the other people that are in that room that are also recording, and no one's stepping in to say anything besides, can you at least fight back? That's all you could say. So, yes, I don't think they have any wiggle room for that either, than to be an accessory.
What about Winter? I did not see Winter in the video.
Now, she's probably the only one who would have some wiggle room out of this whole case. But there was a sign-in sheet, and I forgot what channel it was that I'm also following, but there's a sign-in sheet with all of their names on it. So that can be brought up. She could say that, well, I was not in that recording or any of this, but your name is on the sign-in sheet when y'all signed in, you know, so you were there. So you had to have known that was going on. You had to have been there. And if you weren't, if you claimed that you had left, you know, that little villa y'all were in, then where were you? And can you prove that? If you were not there at the time that they were attacking her.
Now, Wiggins said that his name was on there, but he didn't sign it.
Well, then that's forgery. Then he can use that claim and find out who signed his name.
Now, did you hear that, or am I making this up? Did you guys hear that Wiggins said that somebody signed in for him? Press 1 if you heard him say that. Press 3 if you did not. You said what?
I hadn't heard anything about that, but I will look into it because, like I said, that's in that sign-in sheet. I'm trying to figure out what the name of that channel is. I just subscribed to her, and she showed where they put a picture of the sign-in sheet, and all their names are on there, including Winter's.
Yep, they said he said it. I was waiting for y'all to confirm it. Yeah, he said it. He said it. They said he said it. Somebody forwarded his name.
Well, so then if that's the case, then he would be the one that could probably have, you know, a little leadway to get out of this case and not be an accessory to what happened to Shanquella. And
because a few of them said, yeah, well, they fast forward my name too then.
Right. But it wouldn't be accurate. Because it's just, I mean, they could say that unless you were in the video or if you were there. And then, again, you know, they would still have to, I mean, if they get pressed about it, they're going to have to prove, okay, then if you didn't sign in, where exactly were you, what time, with this, with that, you know, and want to track everything. Because usually in investigations, that's exactly what they'll do. Okay, if you claim you were not there, well, then we need to know what you were doing at this time, at this moment, on this day, all of that. What were you doing before that led up to that day that happened to Shanquella? you know. And so, because I'm actually going to school right now for forensic science, and so he's going to have to prove all of that, you know. And if he did not sign his name on that sheet and he was not there or present when that happened, then there's the question of, well, then who did it? Because whoever did it, not only are you an accessory, but then you can also get a charge for forging someone's signature and giving false information on behalf of another individual. So that's, I mean, he's going to have to prove that. That's the thing. And so they're going to have to get that sign-in sheet. And, I mean, just there's going to be a lot of questions. It's a very messy case. It really is. But, again, like I said, I don't believe that Daejhanae, she, for one, does not have any wiggle room to get out of this case because, again, if you claim, okay, you could claim that this or that happened to her, she found downstairs, for instance, and broke her neck, that's how it happened, or whatever the case may be. Well, then how did that happen, though? Because there was no alcohol in her system. That was proven by the autopsy. Regardless of what anyone says, that was already proven. So how did she do that? What caused her to do that? Because here we have a video of you fighting on her, you know, and in that video you can see when she's hitting on her, they're steady moving to the right a little bit. So if that is the case, can you agree to the fact that you hitting on her, you laying hands on her and assaulting her, led to her falling down those stairs? Because, I mean, you still unalived her, is what you did. So.
Okay, so pretty much the whole point is everybody gonna lie. Nobody's gonna take accountability. They're gonna try to fight this to get free. And is that just the way of the world? Is that the way of America and Mexico now? Even though they took somebody out of here, and that goes with any case. The thing is, that's messed up. That means, goddamn, no wonder why people are doing so much wicked shit, because they're like, well, bitch, you got to prove it first. I can do it, but you can't prove it. And, you know, these criminals just going to get smarter and smarter.
Exactly, and here's the thing, though, you know, because I'm Hebrew. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, black Hebrew Israelite, and I believe firmly that even if you don't face any type of, there's no justice or consequences here on this earth, you know, you may get away with it with the justice system or wiggle your way out, but there's a creator that sits high and looks low, you know, and so whatever you've done, it's going to come back to you. You know, he's going to make sure that that karma comes back. And it most definitely will, whether they get away with it or not. You thought you did on this earth, but you truly didn't. You still got to pay for it, you know.
Now, do you think the law should be changed? Comment, y'all. Do y'all think the law should be changed? Press 3 if you feel like the law should be changed. Press 7 if you feel like the justice system is just right. What are your thoughts? Do you think it needs to be changed?
I do. A lot of things need to be changed. Because, for one, you know, like, as far as our justice system, especially when it comes toward, like, for instance, let's bring up Gabby Petito. You know, when they were following that case is heavy because Shanquella, even though it's getting a little bit of recognition, it didn't get as much recognition as Gabby Petito did, you know. And so they were set on the fact that Brian Laundrie, her boyfriend, is the one who unalived her, and they went on this manhunt in order to get him. Well, you have the Cabo 6 right here in the United States, and again, as Alysse, she's living day-to-day life like it was nothing, but nothing is happening. Y'all are not on a manhunt to round her up or any of the rest of them as far as I'm concerned. So with the justice system, yeah, I mean, let's just be quite frank. If you are a black woman, they're not pressing the issue for you. And so those are things that need to be changed. You know, but who's going to stand up and actually do that? You know, so I feel like, yes, it's a lot of systematic racism that goes into play with our justice system, and they knew that, and that's why they put a lot of laws in place. But again, like I said, she's getting recognition, but she's not getting the recognition that she deserves, along with a lot of other black women that were treated unfairly and unalived. And they haven't said anything because there's a lot of other cases that have happened since Shanquella and before that there's no one's covering that. No one's saying anything. You know, like the lady who got unalived while holding her baby. Her husband did that to her. You know, he took a, you know, pow and, you know, and did her in her face while she was holding her baby. No one's saying anything about that. I haven't heard anything else about it. And then the dude who did the same thing to a girl over a basketball game. I mean, it's just, you can clearly see the difference between if you were white, a white woman, or if you were a black woman, that there is literally no justice being served. So I do believe, yes, our justice system needs to be changed, and we have to be the ones to change that and stand up and say, wait, enough is enough, and who's going to fight for us? Because as of right now, we're the only ones fighting for us.
And you know, we better hope that they don't change the media, because you know, in the past, what they did was, that case you just talked about, that black father or that black husband pounding his wife. Oh no, we cannot put that out here on the news, because it makes the black man look bad, and we don't want to put that out there. So let's not talk about that. Yeah, that happened, but we don't want to put that agenda. We want to put the agenda that black women need the black men, that black men is the heroes, black men is the kings, and we need them to have a good foundation. So we don't want to put anything negative on the news post with that. We can't. We got to put in good stuff. And guess what?
Right.
If we have to, we'll make it where, well, what did she do to cost it? Maybe she did something horrible to cause him to just act out. Or maybe we can blame it. He just had a case of bad mental illness. But we need to twist the story so it won't look bad on the black king. Because that's what they want to do. That's what they want to plan to do, to be honest with you. So you got to look out for that in the future. But,
Exactly. You know, and I'm just praying that she gets the justice that she deserves. Because it's just truly sad. It really is, and it's unfortunate. And to know that you could do someone like that who paid for everything pretty much, and she had a genuine heart. And like you said, you know, I've heard people, you know, saying, I've even seen a video, and I really didn't watch it. I didn't want to, where, you know, you have people trying to justify, well, maybe, like you just said, well, maybe she did something. Why is it that when these things are happening to people, to women, or, you know, sometimes it's men as well that these horrendous acts happen to, why is there have to be some kind of excuse or reason as to why these people are getting done unjustly? I mean, there really isn't.
Well, you're smart. You know why.
Exactly. Yes, I do. And, I mean, it's just every excuse in the book as to why this had to happen to her. I mean, quite, you know, none of us knew Shanquella, and it doesn't matter if she did do anything that could have been a little foul or she did little sneaky things or whatever, because, first of all, you know, all humans by nature, we have two sides to us. You know, no one's always completely nice and sweet all the time. We all have two sides to us, a side of us that a lot of people don't see. So, you know, but does that still mean that she deserved for that to happen to her? No, absolutely not.
You're right about that. Well, I enjoyed talking to you, and I just want to thank you for sharing your thoughts and your view. And I hope you call me back, and we're going to let you go at this time. Thank you. All right, so let's go on to the next caller. How y'all doing right now? Can we get some more likes? We are begging for likes. Please, y'all, we are begging for likes. Can we get some more likes? Please, please, please. And do you guys want me to go live again at midnight? Okay. Press 22 if y'all want me to go live again at midnight tonight. Okay, let me know. All right, so let's go on to the next caller, shall we? All right, who we got next? Calling from 678. You're live on the air.
Oh, yeah, good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
Oh, yeah. I'm okay. Justice for Shanquella. I just wanted to share something with you because, you know, I always consult with these lawyers to find out how the family can push the case forward. And he said all they have to do is file, I think something else going on in the background because they haven't done this yet. I think they're close to, they already, I do believe they pulled that girl in. I know everybody say they haven't, but they can question her. And I don't know what she told them. But he was saying that all the family had to do was file a wrongful death civil suit, and they all have to come in and testify if that's done. I don't know if her sister knows that or her mother. I don't know who advising her, but he said that's all they have to do because they have to come in and answer to that. And if they come in and answer and testify, they under oath. So they will go to jail if they line under oath. He said because if they don't show up, they automatically lose and they have to pay all that money. Whatever they sued them for, millions or whatever. So that means that they would have to work for their family forever to pay that money. So that's one solution. But that simple-minded Wiggins, the only reason why he videoed himself flashing a gun because they've been threatening to do something with him. And he feel like, oh, well, they'll back down if they see I have this little gun. Let me tell you something. That little gun is no compare to 3, 4, 5 guns
The
that
3
may come
pow
down
pow,
on him
the
out
pow
there.
pow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the pow pows that may come down on him, showing off.
Well,
like
let's
that,
hope.
'cause he's
Let's
upsetting a
not
lot
go
of
there
people.
with the pow pow. Let's stop with the violence. And we just want justice, and we want him to go back to Mexico. But I don't want to get into all this pow
Oh, no,
pow
I was
and
just saying.
yeah.
He
I
upsetting
don't
the
want to go
daddy
too
because
far
the daddy-
with those comments.
Yeah, but he upsetting the daddy. The daddy crying. They had him on again yesterday, and he's really crying about this because he know in his heart they're going to get the justice, and he's waiting on the Lord patiently. But once he see the video of them walking around, it's really taking a toll on him. And she should be here right now and enjoying these holidays with them. So it's just inciting a lot of people when they see these videos of them walking around or going to work. Yes, their lawyers advise them to do that. But like I say, they do have evidence. They even said they had blood and sweat evidence on Shanquella from another person on the second autopsy. So they didn't say who that was, but so they do have enough evidence. I think what's going on, they needed paperwork. But anybody that said this young lady, and believe you me, some people keep saying that she didn't deserve this. It's so sad. She was in there saying that she loved Khalil. And all come out his mouth is, well, put me on payroll. I mean, just cold-hearted. There's no way. I don't know if they're dreaming about it, but I don't think they're going to rest. I don't think they're going to just move on with life because this is just too devastating what they did and what they carried out. I don't know if it was planned or not. It looked like it was, but I'm just saying you never know with these people. And then for him to stand over her like that, what's that all about? Standing over her and talking, about the body and stuff. So it's just a lot of craziness. And then one lady, she was like, well, they needed money for the funeral. No, they didn't. They didn't need money for the funeral. And she did have money. They needed money for all this legal stuff that's going on. That's why Tamika and them came down, because they need a lot of money to have their own investigators. And they're going to get to the bottom of this. It costs a lot of money to hire other people. And they tired of waiting. I can tell you that. And every time he cried, it just make us sad and cry because, this shouldn't have happened. But it just looked like they disrespecting them. And they ask questions all the time. And you got to wait. Can you imagine that? Your daughter get elmed or something and you don't have anything to go by except we're working on it? It would have drove me crazy. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that would have took the law in their own hands.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know I would. If it was my daughter, I don't even care. The government on our phones every day listening, and I say all kind of stuff. I even have someone that works at the D.C. office over there. And I was talking one time, and last week, matter of fact, and they started putting what's that music? The Star Spangled Banner on my phone, so I knew they were listening. They started blasting it, too. And I was like, the hell with y'all. I ain't saying nothing that ain't true. But I just pray that, I hope they do it for a birthday. How about that? That's next month. Hopefully they can come live and say, okay, we have Daejhanae heading back, expediting her. Because they need some kind of action. At least they know that she committed a crime. She right on film commit. Even if it wasn't by her hands, they could say she assaulted Shanquella. They could start there. And they could have been brought her in for questioning and held her for 30 days. And maybe by then she would have just broke. So I don't know if they have her, but a lot of people still believe that they have picked her up for questioning. At least questioning. But I just appreciate you because we need to just, you keep opening up your platform so that we could keep coming with this because we don't want this to die. This young lady deserves better than that. And, I won't say the white media, but the other outlets, they keep on talking about it's too complicated. It is not complicated at all. Not at all. If they had dragged them in and questioned them from the beginning, I believe somebody would have broke. And they could have already. Wiggins could have already broke because he trying to act tough, but he's not tough at all. He up here talking about if he was there, it wouldn't have been no fight. But yet he rushed back with them, and go into hiding. And then he comes out only because Granny or Mommy want him to talk. So he's not as strong as he's trying to portray. He's just a scared little cat. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that the lawyer said that's all they have to do because they would have to show up to court and answer to that civil suit, or they'll automatically lose. And once they lose, they obligated to pay that family for life because none of them got millions. So I just hope the family understand that. Push the case. Just keep pushing.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank you so much for coming out and speaking so we can hear your voice. All right. We're going to let you go at this time. All right. How y'all doing in the comments section? Can we please get some likes? We are asking for more likes. And another thing, while we on the likes, hit that like. Hit the like. Let's give a big old thank you to Dennis donating $5 to our Cash App Pink Lips 500. Thank you, Dennis. Let's give an also thank you to Niche, Miss Dawn. Donated $10. She said, I love you so much, Gigi. I love you too, Niche. And girl, I wish I could pronounce your name. Let's give a big old thank you to T-Money donating $5. Thank you, T-Money. All right, well, let's continue on with our callers. Are you guys ready? All right, so calling from 803, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I have, just kind of been listening to this, and I heard Shanquella's dad the other day, and during the interview with the griot, and he said something that was quite surprising to me, and that he did not know Khalil. This was Shanquella's best friend. He did not know him. He had never met him. I don't know of too many people who have that serious of a friendship and don't know the family. And from that, I just really saw something totally different. I felt like they planned this ahead of time. I feel that Khalil lured her down there at the last minute because the whole thing about her having to borrow her sister's suitcase, it was a last-minute deal. And I don't
hold on. The parents said that she planned this trip in June. That's what the mom said.
But the sister was saying that she borrowed her case. Now, I don't know.
Yeah, but the mom said
that.
she knew about this trip since June. She was excited since June. June is a long time.
It is a long time. But from June until October, Shanquella wouldn't have had to borrow the suitcase. So I'm not so sure how the timing.
Well, maybe she did
flows, if
last
everybody
minute. You know how you can plan something, but you ain't think about getting no suitcase. I mean, who
thinking about
knows?
it.
I don't know. I'm just saying what the mama said.
I don't know. Right. And then the sister threw the fact that she borrowed it, and it could have happened that way. But the bigger part was that this father
And
didn't know this
people in the
guy.
comment section, they wanted to let you know that the best friend knew the parent, the mom. He went on trips with the mom and the sister very well.
Right.
But not the
Dad,
father.
But not the father. Right. I know he knew the mom and the sister, but her dad says he did not know him. He did not know Khalil. I wondered if he, Khalil, felt like he knew the mom well enough, just totally disproving any relationship with this dad, that they would never get her body back. I don't think they really thought that anybody would be able to do everything that they needed to do to get her back. If it had not been for her dad, who he totally ignored, it was her dad that was the driving force for her to get back. Khalil totally ignored
And you're right.
this man.
And can I interrupt you 1 second? Because the spirit just hit me.
Sure.
A lot of y'all got boyfriends that ain't shit. Why her boyfriend ain't put up the money? Where was her boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes y'all dealing with, y'all just need to let them go. But go ahead.
So, they were awfully comfortable putting together this storyline. And they were awfully comfortable he was awfully comfortable telling this mom a number of $5,000. And I believe he knew her mother couldn't afford that. So that was a layer, yet again, giving them an excuse not to be able to do anything. Just like he knew probably mom wouldn't be able to get her back to the United States because he's totally negated this dad. I believe he believed this stereotype thing. Her dad's not there. Her dad's not going to do anything. Bad mistake. Totally terrible mistake because it is her dad who is the driving force of getting his daughter back. So there's a whole layer to this with Khalil being the master of this, that people just really haven't really drilled down on him and really looked at him because he drew this girl into this. I just cannot believe that a friend, my best friends, know my family. Cannot believe that this guy was that caring of this girl to the point that, he just accidentally didn't meet the dad. He didn't care about her at all. I believe he lied to her. I believe he had suckered her into this. I also believe that he led her to believe that, you hear stuff about what people say. Don't trust them. They good people. Come on, they all right. They like you. And we know how people do that. We know how that snake can sway and attract people to him. And I believe he literally was the catalyst for her getting there. I don't think it's complicated in terms of a lot of things that people say. I just think that Khalil thought that he had a picture of her mom not being financially able to do a lot. Therefore, he would never have to look at anything related to her death, nor all of them. That is why when they got back and the mom bombshelled him with this autopsy, that's why they disappeared. Never thought that this would happen. Never thought that anybody would throw any type of legal, medical, or any type of information back at them. It was easy for them to sit there and plan this funeral, quote unquote, what they're going to wear, because it's all kind of hypothetical in their head. He's convinced them they can't afford to do anything. Well, yeah, they can. Yes, they did. Yes, father did get his child home. Yes, he did get an autopsy. And yes, they know that you lied. They disappeared because this is not what they expected. Not in the least. They didn't, getting a body from a foreign country into the United States, and it's tough. You got to have money. You have to have the means to get them back. You have to have the funeral home plus the transferring funeral home. I mean, it takes some work. And I really think that this person, they didn't think her family was smart enough to do it. I really think that they thought that they were ultimately intellectually superior to them, and it wouldn't cause them any problem. No, the bulk of them went into hiding. They really are hiding. I don't know whether Daejhanae has been arrested. I think that when all of this is said and done, 6 people are not going to be able to lie to federal authorities and anybody to the degree that it's going to convince anybody. Casey Anthony, one chick, pretty much. You know, she didn't have 6 people in tandem with her. There's no way 6 people are going to be able to lie to the professionals like that. And no, they don't share attorneys. It is a client-attorney privilege, you know, for one person, that person to their attorney. So, no, they're not going to share. Everybody's out for themselves. Everybody has their own attorney. The families are out there for their kids. You know, a lot of people say, well, I would turn my kid in. I would, but a lot of people are not going to do that. Whether you're a minister or not, they're just not going to do that. But I'm a little simple in how I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking Khalil's been around this mom and sister, and he knows their financial status. He knows Shanquella. He knows the mom. He knows the mom is not going to be able to throw out like that. So I really think that they thought that they had that thing sealed up. That's why they're hiding. I think that when it blew up, think about it, they came out. They came to the house. They were okay until they found out that what they assumed was not the case. And when they found out somebody somewhere has gotten her and gotten the autopsy, and we have been told, you know, well, not being told, we've been shown to be lying, they had nowhere to go but disappear. They weren't going to stay there in people's face. They're going to be out here now. Alysse and Nazir, I'm not so sure what they're doing. I think they're playing cat and mouse a little bit, and, I'm going to pretend. And that's okay. You can do that because there are people out there that will tear your pretend world away. But the rest of them, you haven't seen Khalil. You haven't seen Wynn. You haven't seen anybody because they don't know what to do. They have nowhere to go. They were okay when they landed in the U.S. They were fine because she was down there and they didn't think she was coming back. They were no longer okay when that body hit back to the United States with autopsy results. Okay, bye-bye. They are gone. It is going to take the feds to pull them out. Again, I don't know if Daejhanae's been found. They're not going to get away with it. They don't have the luxury of being able to hire high-profile attorneys. They don't. Money is not that deep. They aren't having the luxury of being able to con people that do this every day. And no, the information's not going to come out for that reason. You know, the Fed's not going to tell you what they know because if they do, attorneys hear the same thing. So they have the artillery to be able to kind of fight back or counterpoint whatever they say they have. No, they're not going to tell that. And, you know, technically, I kind of would want them to take their time, get all of the information they could possibly get, ping all of those phones, pull all of the texts, pull all of the data, the timeline, compare the statements, take your time, and you know, bring them all to court and be able to prosecute each one and have it stick. You're not going to know anything. I just think
90
they
seconds
underestimated the family. That's just my opinion. I've heard some of the other theories. You know, I just think it's pretty much stupid people thinking that they're really smart and really looking down on people and thinking that these people aren't capable of doing anything. Yeah, and that's just, for me, that's just it. I think it's going to take a minute, but I don't think any of them, none of them, nobody
60
called
seconds
911 and insisted they'd take her away to a clinic. Nobody even made effort to push through the fight, to stop the fight. They're all in trouble. There's one of them. The thing about the register, the names, what I saw, the names are there of the people that would be listed in that party, but the 2 signatures are missing, and it was Nazir And I believe Winter Donovan didn't sign. There were 2 blanks. He didn't sign. There's nothing. If you go back and pull, I think you're going to see they listed the people that were in that party, but everybody signed. There's a name and there's a signature line. There are 2 blanks. And Nazir's is blank and Winter Donovan is blank if my memory serves me correct. He says somebody forged his signature. Nobody forged his signature. It's just where his name is listed as being a person that's coming to that villa. They signed once they got there. He didn't. But no, I just think that I don't know. And it's unfortunate because they just underestimated the dad. If the dad, if he had gone and tried to make a relationship with his dad and learn the dad, he might have been a little bit more savvy at knowing the family. But he didn't. And that's going to be his undoing. That's just my opinion. Thank you.
Yeah. So that dad was a secret weapon. He didn't even know it was there.
Yes, he said it to the grill. I don't even know this guy. This punk didn't even make an effort to know this girl's dad, which is wonderful. It was wonderful. He underestimated. He calculated wrong.
So when the Cabo 6, when they were trying to stall time after she got, knocked out by them, do you think they purposely wanted her to be unalive?
Yes, I do. Because if they didn't, I can only speak for me. I wouldn't be in that situation. If it had been legitimate, what would you have done? Take her. Take her out. Take her. We'll figure it out. We'll figure the money out some kind of way. Take her. If I'm going to go on the assumption, quote unquote, people paid off. Why would you pay off if your heart is in the right place? Nobody got her medical attention. They're so guilty. It was on purpose. The timeline is so bad. Yeah, the autopsy said 15 minutes. Yeah, it was 15 minutes. She was dead for hours in that villa, and they know it. They dressed her. They moved her. Nobody had any remorse, because if they did, they would have insisted something be done. But instead, they stalled. They blocked. Who does that? People that intend to do wrong. They didn't care. They didn't even, what did Dad say? They didn't even give him a number to call. He had to sit and find his baby. I don't know about anybody else, but my friends that care about me, if that had happened to me, they would have gotten the information of where my family could have, could call to find me. My best friend wouldn't have packed her bags or his bags in that case and walked away with a smile, pretty much, and a nonchalant, I don't give a crap attitude. They would have picked up the phone there and called and said, they've taken her to such and such and such and such a place. These people got, they went on with their life. They went on doing their thing. Didn't care. Either she's dead and good. Out of sight, out of mind. We don't have to deal with this anymore. Underestimated the dad yet again. Stupid people. Stupid people.
Well, I thank you so much. I thank you so much for calling in. I hope you call back again. All right.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Well, we're going to let you go. So before we go on, we have to give thanks. We want to give thank you to keep it in mind. Donated $5,000. Hold on. Keep it in mind, did not donate $5,000. Donated $5. Let me stop dreaming. Gigi, I've been following you since the day. Lovely outfits. Actions speak louder than words. They left her behind. This was planned, and I thank you. And I thank you. I really do. I appreciate it. Let me keep on going here. And let's give a big old thank you to David Marsh. Donated $20. Thank you, David. Appreciate it, boo. He donated $20 from our Cash App, Pink Lips 500. All right, so let's continue on with the phone calls. Calling from 111. You are live on the air.
Hi, Gigi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. I won't hold you long. Thank you for putting this information out on this platform, and I'll be real brief. There was a couple of calls ahead. One I wanted to address. When it comes to the FBI, understand this. There is no one dislocated in all of the universe when it comes to the FBI. Even Osama bin Laden was found underneath the ground. Okay. When it comes to attorneys sharing information with other attorneys, every attorney has an ethical commitment in law to not have a conflict of interest of that ethical commitment. In every entity across the government board, there is an ethical commitment that they make before they take on those practices. When we live in a society where jealousy is patient, intolerable across the board, listen to what I'm saying. You don't hear a lot about this child cases from the FBI because they're doing their homework. And when the FBI do their homework, they're doing thoroughly. Now, we know there was a vacation planned. We know that this person, the gentleman that this lady just spoke about, and I'm not going to say any names because that leaves too much room for arguments among ourselves. This person built a relationship with the mother, the sister, and the daughter. When we think about the history of man and female, to not be argumentative or judge, a male is what we say persuasive. This young lady was 25. 25-year-olds do what 25-year-olds do. I believe what the last lady said, that he coerced and built a relationship. What I don't understand is why did he invest so much time with this family to take her across, to get her invited across another country. Mexico laws are different. And if you're traveling to other countries, there is American embassies in other countries. There is travelstate.gov. Register with these agencies. People change, and that's inevitable. When she got there, one thing she did do, Shanquella, was she videotaped along the way. So she left footprints. What we do know is there was more than one person in that room at the time that the violent attack happened. It was not a fright. These were not her friends. She didn't. When in the room, you could see the energy. When people are not inviting you into a space of amicable conversation and engaging with you, that is a red flag. At that point, it was too late for her to leave or turn back because she had one person she thought she could trust in that camp. They ate dinner with her and broke bread with her at the table, knowing that they were planning to do her bodily harm the next morning. We do know that that happened. We saw it ourselves across the borders. We saw it. This attack went nationwide. We know that there was more than one person in that room putting their hands on her. We know that there was another person inside the person with the camera. And let me tell you about their families. Family blood is thicker than water. People know their families before you are invited into somebody new into your space. Regardless if we are good or bad seeds, family knows family. And when you have loyalty in people that engage in a certain type of lifestyle or relationship, never trust that you are welcome into an established relationship that's already established. And it's unfortunate. We don't know who's going to change on us at one moment to another. Lastly, when that camera went off, when those doctors or whoever showed up at that place where they were staying at, they had an ethical liability to render her aid. We can tell that she was not coherent while she was sitting on the floor. We can tell that she could not protect herself because she answered back, "Are you going to fight back?" She said no. We know that nobody intervened to help her and get the attacker off of her. We know that when they showed up and said that they were trying to render aid, that they should have taken her. That wasn't her family. She couldn't speak for herself. They had a liability and rendered that young lady medical aid. When we are on these platforms, we have to be very careful what we say, because those families and friends are listening to everything we're putting together. Just know that. I do want to see Shanquella get her justice, and she will, but believe it or not, we are the race that has been discussed the generations of our families in generations and generations. And the violence when it comes to our African-American people, it's almost as if we live in an environment, it's acceptable of what we're doing to each other, but justifiable because we do it to each other. And I'm not saying that there aren't other races that don't commit violent crimes towards themselves or us, but what I'm saying is that we are held at a higher level of accountability to ourselves as black people in America. And that's all I want to say.
No, you can't go now. You talking too good. Keep talking. We appreciate you. You know, we need more callers like you. What's your name, if you want to tell them your name or your channel?
It's Sharon. And the reason why I say we have to be careful about what we say is because everything we use as an audience could also be used against us. Everything that we said, somebody took a note about what we just said. And the sad part is that we will debate amongst each other, but they already have the facts. The FBI, if they've got you, trust me, everybody has already been looked at. You're on different soil when you go to Mexico versus the crime that's already in Mexico. She's an African-American woman from another country. Over there, that country is poverty-stricken. It's about economics and everything else other than justice. And it's not fair what happened to her. But how much time went into these people? If it was a robbery, then people can rob you on your own soil. But when you are lured somewhere else and they take your life, then we have to prove, the burden of proof is that she did initiate herself to go on a trip. That's what a vacation is. You go drink, you go party, you have fun with friends. But it's when the intention took place that whatever happened in that room, her life was taken. Her demise happened in that room. And when they got back on that flight, you have to go through customs. Everybody can be accounted for that went over to that country. Now, the burden of proof is proving who was in that room. And if they don't break on each other, because it's something deeper than that. It may not even be just her death. It's the relationship that those people, listen to what they're saying. It's the relationship. Look at who's talking and who's not talking. I can tell you one thing from self-experience. When a murder happens to the people you love the most, 99% check into the people that's always been up under them in their life. They will show up at the funeral. They will smile in your face, but they will get close enough to the person that they think is the threat to sit up under you and get all the information. And they'll go back and sit at the tables with their families because blood is thick in the water. It doesn't matter if they're Christians or whatever their belief is. There was Cain and Abel. It's already written. Our biggest fear is what we're capable of doing amongst ourselves. And again, this is history. This is nothing that started with the, no offense, the black man and woman. Look at our history is a history of violence. Who taught us how to not be violent against each other? But yet the same system that we ask for help judges us about the same violence we inflict on each other. They slept on that father. He sat back and thought. Don't ever underestimate people with money, because long as you got the power of knowledge, it will conquer the amount of any monies that you may think can buy your freedom. Because one thing about freedom, if you're already free, how you going to pay for it? Who's taking the money to tell you you're free for you to go back out and sit in your self-confidence to think that you were not watched? Now we're all aware of what we're capable of doing to each other. And this should be to all our generations, whoever's out there listening. You got a whole nother generation we just birthed of our children and grandchildren. Those people that are dying right now, our youth, they're not going to get to make no more bloodlines to that family. That person is exempt because somebody felt comfortable enough to have a pecan conversation to take somebody else's life. It couldn't have been about the money because they came back and they still went on with their life. So it wasn't about wealth. Then what was it about? Stop focusing on what they're saying and listen to what they're not saying and who's not showing up. The answers have been there the whole time. And again, I will say, watch what you say on these platforms. We're invited guests. Somebody's always looking for your opinions and your ideas. And I'll leave it alone.
And what they going to do with the opinions and ideas?
It just depends on whoever has an intention. See, if we feel like we can get away with enough and all we're going to do is be reprimanded for hurting ourselves, then it just goes on and on and on and on. You think about it. If they had enough jails built up for every sin we committed to each other that took a life, that would mean how many would be contained and confined? And how many would you have to release back into society? Does it change people because of this inhuman act? Not at all. Does it give people ideas of what they can get away with? Maybe. Does it mean people doesn't have compassion? Some will, some won't. Some people don't care. That's why you have so many debates about what's going to happen to these people. Well, nobody really knows. But guess what? Those people in the room know, and their families know. The question is anything going to change about the way or the things that we do to each other as African American people? We could talk about every other race, but the question is, why do we have to fight so hard to get the same justices that everybody else gets? We can't question everybody. You don't know what those young people were thinking about. You don't know what is the real intention. That's the breaking point for all of us. Why did you feel like you had to plot and you set up under that girl for how many years? You knew the mother, you knew the sister, but why not the father? That's one relationship when a man comes into any type of woman's life, even your daughters, your young girls. He go introduce himself to the father. But one thing, remember this, whenever you have a backbone in your bloodline, in your family, that person is always going to avoid the person that's going to challenge who they are. God gives us a divine intervention, a discerning spirit. And if I had one more day to get the person back I lost in my life because of the people that he thought was his friends on the morning he died, they were the same people to tell me everything about his story. If he had known, if I had known to call earlier than wait on our time later, would it have saved his life? It don't matter what kind of people we are. We done all done some messed up stuff, saying something crazy to each other. We did some slickery, trickery, pillow talk, pop up, slow down, take. But we're human. It's our nature. But at the same time, who is the judge and jury of whether we live or die?
All right. Well, you gave us a lot to think about. I appreciate you calling. Okay, we're going to let you go. Please call back. Let's give a big old thank you to Brittany Moore. Donated $5. Thank you, Brittany. Give it up for Brittany, y'all. Okay, she donated from our Pink Lips 500 Cash App. All right, so let's get these likes up. Please get the likes up. I was going to go live tonight at midnight, but I'm getting kind of sleepy, y'all. Okay, let's continue on. Calling from 510. You're live on the air. 510? 512? I'm sorry, 512.
Hello? Can you hear
Hey,
me?
yes, I can.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've been listening. This is actually my first time listening to you.
Oh, thank you, first timer.
I really enjoy you being able to, have people call in, especially, with what's going on with, Shanquella. It is very unfortunate. I don't want to, talk too long because there's, so much that could be said. I just feel like, in my opinion, I feel like it was all Nazir that set everything up. I just feel like in my heart, like, why would you come back and go sit up at that lady's house like you some type of mob boss with the two people that was, put their hands on that girl? Like, I just don't get it. And for those men to be sitting there recording, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like he set that up. That's just how I feel in my heart. Like, it's two women fighting, like, or all these, girls are fighting. Most men will be like, hey, y'all, let that go. We out here in Mexico, let's all have fun. We'll deal with that when we get back. Why
you haven't heard? I don't know. I disagree with that. A lot of these men, they like when these girls are putting paws on each other. They even got songs.
Oh, wow.
Let these hoes fight. Ooh, let these hoes fight.
Oh.
Let them hoes do what they want to.
Wow.
Let them hoes do what they want to. You don't see how many fighting anthem and fighting songs they have on the radio?
So I don't listen.
Yeah, we live in a very put paws on people. Look at Zeus Network.
Oh, wow.
Bad Girls Club, Bad Boys Club. It's all about putting paws on people. Look at Christian and Blueface. All they do is box each other up and videotape it.
Oh, wow. See, that kind of stuff, I'm not used to that. Like, if girls start fighting, with men around, like, I'm used to seeing, like, the men, like, hey, like, we're not going to do that. Like, y'all are females, like, we're not going to do that. And I just found it weird, maybe because I'm not used to seeing that, and then for him to go to, come back.
Let me tell you, go to Facebook. Go to Facebook or Twitter. Mm-hmm. I have seen so many fights on Facebook and Twitter. It is ridiculous. I'm talking about where girls and boys are coming up to people's porches, telling them come outside, and everybody videotaping it. Them running down the street while people putting paws on each other. They standing on cars. Am I the only one that's seeing this all on social media? Press 20 if you have seen a lot of fights on social media, on that Facebook and that Twitter. They all there.
What is going on?
And people looking at it like entertainment.
I don't know. That is just so weird to me.
It is so common. People are desensitized now. Because we see it so much. Just regular people putting video, record. They even say, hey, y'all, I'm about to whoop this whole ass. Check this out.
Oh, my God. My thing is, where are the parents? Like,
girl, that ain't nothing. They got so bad, they pound people on Facebook. How about that? We have seen so many where we actually see a guy telling us on Facebook he about to take out his girlfriend. And he actually does it on Facebook.
Oh.
They have everything on Facebook.
Nobody's doing anything about this?
No. Social media don't care. Social media is hell. It is hell on earth. They don't care. They competing with each other to get more money on social media.
My other issue with Shanquella is, where's her phone? Has nobody found her cell phone?
I don't know about that.
I haven't heard anything about her cellular phone. The only thing I've heard was it Khalil or someone had her passcode, but I'm like, where is her cell phone? I'm pretty sure she was making phone calls and to the statement it was like, where is her phone? And then I don't know who that was that was walking in front of her when she was looking for them, like in the house. Like I don't know, everything was just weird and very eerie. And I don't know. I just feel like in my heart, like Nazir kind of set everything up because that was just weird for him to do that. Like, why would you come back and take those girls over there until you find out, what really happened to her? And now y'all disappeared. Like, I don't know. That was just weird for me. I just want to say that was just weird. But I most definitely have to look on Facebook. I really don't be on Facebook, so I'm just gonna have to look on there and see. Like, I cannot believe they are out here fighting and putting it on social media. Like, what is going on?
It's so often. And if you go to Twitter, Twitter ain't nothing but a freaky show. All you see is freaky stuff just out in the open.
Oh wow.
You didn't know that, girl?
Oh no, I don't even have a Twitter. I have a Facebook that I haven't been on in like years.
Now,
so,
Facebook, they don't allow you to be all freaky. But Twitter, they allow you to be so free. All you see is freaky stuff.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
And Facebook, you see a whole bunch of people putting paws on people.
I got to go on there and look, but I really appreciate you letting me come on here. Thank you so much, and I will subscribe, and I will most definitely donate, because I like how you let people come over here and voice their opinions. Keep doing your thing, girl.
Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, let's go on to the next caller. You guys ready? How y'all feeling in the comments section? Please let us know. Calling from 708. You're live from the air.
Great. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. And so, it's been a lot of discussion. I've been following a lot of your lives regarding the Cabo attack, and the United States law, Mexican laws, are really different. And so once they're in Mexico, they will have to face the charges, and I believe they said they're going to charge them with the person with femicide, which carries under Article 325 under the Mexican Penal Code, 3 to 8 years, along with up to a $5,000 fine and other money and penalty, according to however much Shanquella would have made during a year. So they would also have to pay, for any lost wages due to her death. It's really sad and tragic that this happened, and that as far as we go on vacation to different places, we need to make sure that not only do we have money protected, like travelers checks and things like that, but also have travelers insurance. I did hear Shanquella's mother say, oh, she had insurance, and we need to know that insurance, it does vary from state to state as well as in-state as to what's covered. And so you can't take your HMO and things of that sort to Mexico and expect to have coverage. They want payment at time that services are rendered. We did have 3 American citizens on October 30th that died at an Airbnb from inhalation of gases. I think it was like carbon monoxide poisoning. And so we need to be very aware that when we leave a country, what laws are protecting us. We need to make sure that we're with people that we're safe with, people that don't mean us harm, because they basically took her out the country, killed her, lied about it. Absolutely. I thought it was something more sinister in play when I initially heard the story. Like they lured her to Mexico to trade her off for sex trafficking or organ
Freaky
trafficking.
trafficking. We want to watch the wording, but go ahead.
Absolutely. But I'm speaking of that. That is a criminal language, not necessarily a derogatory language when I stated
Oh
that.
yeah, I
I'm
understand
speaking of.
that. But with YouTube, they like I don't and on my platform I don't say the K word. I just say the K word or the M word, which is murking somebody, and I don't ever say
I
the S
understand,
word.
and I
Huh?
understand your reason. I understand your reason for doing that, and because I do, feel like there may be a lot of discrimination on different platforms. Um, but yes, we do need to stay informed. I do appreciate how the black community has stood up and pressured the authorities to, you know, actually go forward in, apprehending the people involved and, the charges. Because if it were not for the African American community standing up and making their voices heard in your platform and other platforms such as yours, then I don't think that these charges would have been in play, especially to the point where we're having people sent back to Mexico to face their charges. And so this is really intense. All people that were in that room are basically involved. They were witnesses to death. They could possibly be charged as accomplices to that death because they did stand idly by, if nothing else, with a wanton and careless attitude as to what was going on around them. They did see that she was being severely injured, and no one stepped in no kind of way to intervene, but in fact, did initiate even more violence by asking her to fight back and will she fight back? And when her answer was no, after those severe injuries, no one still stepped in, but they still recorded the incident. And then there was a lot of involvement with the line, not only to the medical staff on hand, because a nurse coming in, seeing what happened. If someone says, "Oh, she had alcohol poisoning," you don't know if that person stumbled, fell. If a person has alcohol poisoning, their equilibrium is, typically off, and things of that sort. And so once.
Hello? Hello? Okay, I don't know what happened to the caller. The caller left the live. I have no idea. Have no idea what happened.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I thank everybody for joining us for this live. And if you guys want me to continue to talk about Shanquella and do her live and videos, just constantly remind me. Let me know. Hit me in my email when I'm doing another live. Just say, hey, it's time to talk about Shanquella, okay? And I will make certain. No, I did not hang up on her. Why would I do that? No, I did not hang up on her. I did want to go. I was going to go live later on tonight, midnight, to talk about this Meg Thee Stallion. Are y'all tired of talking about the Meg Thee Stallion case? Comment, let us know. Press 10 if you're tired of talking about Meg Thee Stallion. Press 15 if you feel like it is important. We talk about Meg Thee Stallion too. Comment, let us know. Okay? I tell you, it's something else. I'm hungry. Okay? I'm hungry. I ate all my turkey burger meat. And I'm not going outside tonight, so I'm just going to have to eat me a turkey sandwich. And I have to make me some french fries. Please get your 10 out your rest. Her voice. Okay, 10. Oh, it's mixed reviews with this Meg Thee Stallion. I see 15, 10, 10, 15, 10, 15. All right, they said, CC said, go eat and come back. All right, I love y'all. Bye.